Hello YouTubers, welcome to this tutorial. Today we will talk about generics. Now before we start, let us first try to understand problems related to non-generic collection. Let's create an empty array list. Let's import this too. Now we will add different types of object to this collection. So this collection can hold any kind of object. A non-generic collection is quite happy to hold anything. It's like all objects are welcome here. And since this could hold anything, the methods that get objects out of this collection could have only one kind of return type, that is java.lang.object. So if you try to retrieve this string out of this collection, that will require a cast. So let's try to do that. I will give index 1. So as you can see, we are getting a compilation error. It says that you cannot convert from object to string because the return type of get method is java.lang.object. Let us add a cast to this. We will print this value. Let's run this application. So as you can see, geek is printed out in console. Now what if instead of 1 I use index 0 to retrieve the string value? But as you can see in the code, at 0th position there is a numeric value. But there is no way for a compiler to stop you from doing that. Since you were allowed to put anything in the list, you couldn't guarantee that what was coming out. So this cast will only fail at runtime and not at compile time. Let us try to run this application now. So there you go. We got a class cast exception because at 0th position there was a numeric value and we tried to assign that numeric value to a string variable. So that's the reason we got a class cast exception at runtime. So this is the scenario we are trying to avoid with generics. So generics was introduced to enforce the type safety of your collection. So let us now update this non-generic collection to a generic one. To do that, in Angular bracket, we have to provide the type of this collection. So we'll give string to it. Now as you can see, we got two compilation error, one at line number 10 and other at line number 12. So this collection is now a generic one and it can now only hold string objects. So generic will now stop us at compile time. Now let us run this program. So now we know what we put in is guaranteed. You can also guarantee what comes out, and that means you can get rid of this cast. So we are not getting any compilation errors now. The compiler already knows that this list contains only things that can be assigned to a string reference. So now there is no need for a cast. Now let us create another generic collection which can hold only integer values. Now if we try to add a string to this list, it will give us a compilation error. So let's remove this. Now we will create a new method to add elements to our collection. Let's do that. Public static void add. Let's add one value. Now let's call this method. And pass our string collection to this. Let us output the new value. Now if we run this program, as you can see, logical got added into our string collection. Now suppose we try to call the add method with our integer collection, then what will happen? So this obviously gives us a compilation error because it only accepts a string collection and we are passing an integer one. So let's remove this. Now what if we had an old method in our application which takes a non-generic collection and add values to it? For example, if I copy this method, change the name of the method and remove this. So this is now a non-generic collection. We can now add any type of object to this. Let's change this value. So instead of calling the add method, let us call this old method. So this code is not giving us any compilation errors. Will that work when we run this? So as you can see, this is working. It both compiles and runs. No runtime exception. Yet you just stuffed an integer and a boolean value into a string collection. But how can that be? Remember, with your non-generic collections, we were allowed to put anything into a collection. And in order to support that, Java allows a newer type safe code to make use of older code. Because you can't ask several million Java developers to modify all their existing code. That is to change the method which accepts non-generic collection to a generic one. But one of the questions we have right now is, okay, sure it compiles, but why does it run? Why does the code that inserts the wrong thing into my list work at runtime? In other words, why does the JVM add an integer into a string collection or a boolean into the string collection? It's just a total violation of your type safety collection. To understand that, JVM has no idea that your array list was supposed to hold only string. This typing information does not exist at runtime. All your generic code is strictly for the compiler only. Through a process called type erasure, the compiler does all its verification on your generic code and then strips the type information out of the class bytecode. At runtime, generic collection look exactly like pre-generic version. None of your typing information exists at runtime. In other words, even if you wrote list of string, by the time the compiler is done with it, the JVM will see only this line of code. So at this line, The compiler will insert the cast while converting the file to bytecode. So to summarize this, think of generics as strictly as a compile time protection. The compiler uses generic type information to make sure that your code doesn't put the wrong things into a collection, and that you do not assign what you get from a collection to a wrong reference type to avoid class cast exception. But none of this protection exists at runtime. So that's it for today guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.